Hey guys, it's Gator. We have another battle. This one is against Venom Soft. Well, I think that was his name at the chat. I don't know his channel right now, but when I find it out, I'll link him as usual, as I always do. You know the deal. But I live with Rotom Wash because Rotom Wash is an awesome lead. But he actually predicts me to go for either the Trick or the Volt Switch, and he goes into Landorus, and that's good for him because he gets a fucking Choice Scarf. Because now I'm winning 3-1, and all he has left is this Choice Scarf freaking Mamoswine. And since he has Choice Scarf, he's gonna outspeed me and go for the Icicle Crash, and that's gonna kill my Rotom W. And I think we all know how the battle's gonna turn out. All I have left is Gliscor and Garchomp, and Gliscor is gonna go down to an Icicle Crash by Gliscor. And last is Garchomp. No Sandville hacks today. He's gonna win the battle. It was still a really good battle, and it was completely my fault that I lost the battle for freaking tricking that Mamoswine. Yeah, that's what happened last time I fucking tricked something like that. I got destroyed. So I look forward to that Landorus being a fucking huge problem. Remember that its base speed is also 101, so it just trolls certain things. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump now, thinking he would go for the U-turn, or actually thinking he would go for like a Stone Edge or something, maybe not going for a U-turn. Seeing he was Life Orb, he might not have U-turn. But he does, so now I'm just going to trick this Ferrothorn in my Life Orb, even though that was extremely risky, seeing that he could have just went for the Power Whip and killed my Rotom W right off the bat, which I did kind of need in this battle, thanks to its ground immunity. Notice the nickname. But now I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. Luckily he didn't switch into Landorus again, predicting that, but I get some nice Sucker Punch damage in there. Now I'm just going to go into Reuniclus, thinking he'd go for either a T-Wave or a Leech Seed. I was hoping he'd go for the T-Wave so he wouldn't see I had the Flame Orb, but he does see I have the Flame Orb. I'm not going to trick Ferrothorn my Flame Orb, seeing he's holding a Life Orb, and that's good enough for me. So I'm just going to go for the Calm Mind, and he goes for a Power Up, and he misses. So here, I think I just go for another Calm Mind thing. He tried to go for a Power Whip again. Oh, no, man, look at me predicting shit. I predicted that switch. This battle was yesterday, too. I can't believe I didn't remember that. But I get the Black Sludge, even though that won't affect me at all. And that's another good item that I can trick onto something else later in the match. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball, and since I have +1 special defense, it'll barely be a 2 KO. Then I get to KO his Gengar with the Psychic. And yes, I know my only attacking move is Psychic, so Tyranitar walls it all day. But then again, Tyranitar doesn't really appreciate a Flame Orb. And now he brings out Heatran. He goes for the Overheat, and I'm like, okay, Overheat. It's just screaming specs to me. And he got a crit. I don't know if that crit mattered. It probably didn't if it specs. But you'll see later in the battle. So now I'm going to go back in the Rotom W, figuring it's some sort of a choice variant. And he's going to go into Landorus as I go for the fucking Volt Switch again, dude. That's the second time I went for the Volt. That's what I don't like about Volt Switch, is that ground Pokemon can come in on it, and if you're choiced, then you're screwed. Even though I'm not choiced, I'm still, I guess annoying sometimes. Like, freaking Rotom W is supposed to handle Gliscor, but if you Volt Switch, you're screwed when Gliscor comes in. So now I'm going to Volt Switch, thinking he's going to U-turn, and I catch his Ferrothorn, which does some more Sucker Baby taking your candy damage. Now I'm going to go into Wang, and I know he's going to want to switch here. And I do have Hidden Power Ice on this thing, but I knew High Jump Kick would do a shitload to anything else he switches into, and even Landorus barely, you know what I mean. It barely gets, it almost gets to a KO. There you go, not barely, almost gets to a KO. So now I know he wants my Mienshao dead, so I'm pretty sure he'd want to go for the Earthquake there, which he thankfully does. I know he has to switch here, but he does have Stealth Rocks up, and I don't, so I can't be switching constantly. And I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, just to get some more damage. That's like the third time I Volt Switch on that Ferrothorn, and it's still taking it like a boss. So I'm going to go back into Wang. I'm just going to go for the High Jump Kick and kill this thing. Not over-predicting. I remember, I tricked that Landorus, right? And Landorus was Life Orb. Well, Landorus has base 101 speed, and Mienshao is base 105. And I didn't fucking trick it. I could have outsped it and Hidden Power Ice the shit out of it. But nope, I tricked the Landorus, because I love tricking ground Pokemon. So I'm going to go Tyranitar. I didn't want to get my Sandstorm up earlier, since Landorus had the Scarf, and Scarf Earthquake would hurt most of my team. Pretty much all of my team. But I had nothing else really to take a Fake Out. And I knew these things have Low Kick, but I was really hoping that he'd go for like a U-turn or something, because I didn't want to switch into Celebi just yet. Fearing he might just go for the U-turn and switch out into something. But he does go for the Low Kick, and that's gonna kill me off, which blows. But see, this Ampipom also is faster than like all my team except for itzGator, since I'm in the Sandstorm now. And I think he would overpredict here, so I just went for the Earthquake and kill it off. Maybe he thought I'd go for like a Swords Dance or something. So now he's gonna go into itzGator, which is a pretty cool name. And his Azumarill, I know he's gonna want to go for the Aqua Jet, so I'm gonna go until you turn me on. And I guess I'm semi turned on by a Azumarill. I mean, it's kind of cute. I mean, it is of the female nature. This one is. I mean, it's not that bad. Its tail's all wagging back and forth. I mean, it's alright. I can deal with it. Azumarill. I'm going to take that Aqua Jet nicely. Now, I thought his Heatran was Specs. And I run Speed EVs to outspeed fucking Heatran. I didn't want to go for the Earth Power just yet. Just because I thought it was Specs. Because it had Overheat. It's freaking Scarf-Tran with Overheat, dude. Do you know how much that... I'm like, please, don't fucking... be Scarf. Don't be Scarf. Don't be Scarf. I should have just Earth Powered right on the switch. I don't know why I went for the nasty plot. I should have just went boom, Earth Power. But then again, I didn't want him going to Landorus and just U-turning in my face. But all that just went wrong. All of that just went wrong. I should have just went straight for the Earth Power and killed this Heatran off. But now I'm forced to use itzGator to kill it. I needed Celebi to sponge that Aqua Jet from Azumarill. But now I don't have Celebi. Azumarill can spam Aqua Jet for the most part. And now all I have left to take an Aqua Jet is Rotom W, which is basically Death Fodder now. Oh, man. Good job with the Scarf Heatran with Overheat, man. That caught me off guard. But, yeah, Rotom W's going to die to Aqua Jet. Exit kills, raping my team. I'm going to go out into Wang. See, and I could have Hidden Power Ice here, too. I don't know why I didn't take the risk and Hidden Power Ice somewhere in this match. I should have done it, but I really wanted fucking Azumarill dead. And now I have to... There's like nothing I can do, because I know his Landorus is Scarf, so I can't outspeed it, because I tricked it the fucking Scarf like a dumbass. I'm just a little mad. Just a little mad I keep doing that. I'm going to stop tricking that early in the match. Every time I trick, like, first 10 turns, it comes back to bite me. So now I'm going to sacrifice Robin. That crit didn't matter, obviously, but I think you all know how his battle's going to turn out. See, and he did the smart move here, too. He actually switched in the Azumarill to take the Fake out, instead of letting him die and maybe possibly losing or getting a tie due to High Jump Kick when it KOing, and Aqua Jet might not KO. But he does do the right thing. He goes for the switch, and now he's going to go for the Aqua Jet. That's going to bring me down to like 11 HP or 1 HP or something. I'm going to get the High Jump Kick off, and we're going to trade right there. And his Landorus is left. The Scarf Landorus is the only one surviving at the end of the battle. So that shows you how much fucking tricking isn't exactly the best idea in the world early in the match. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like it and comment, because, you know, it was a really good battle and stuff. But yeah, itzGator. I'll see you guys next time.